guys, welcome back. Game number 2 of this is the last possible match. This is, last matchup of today between Exhilarated and KrakenUp, and possibly the last game if Exhilarated do what they did last game with those Krakens on KrakenUp. They were forced it out. Joining me again is Timmy. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing very well. How are you going?
I'm doing extremely well after that hack of professionalism right at the end of the game. Game number 1. That was. I'm just having good fun. This is amazing.
Yeah, we're having fun here.
Today's been awesome. I've casted for so long, maybe 5 hours, I think it was.
Yeah,
but
you're probably like fatigued by now.
Little bit.
We're gonna go ahead and see a Bologna and a Bastet band coming out here from Exhilarated on the side of KrakenUp. There is Unbutts and Thor band out. Unbutts on Maxon was doing such great work here, and look at what we have here.
At Sylvanas and
Flago is not going to get his Poseidon anymore.
KrakenUp will be the ability Kraken will release. The Kraken will be on. I forgot how to language.
English is hard, man.
It is how to speak. I don't know how to do it. But Athena locked in there for that'll be.
Well, Linky Bill. It could go to Apples as well, or even to Schizo. Athena can go into multiple roles. Very strong.
Mm-hmm. Or Scylla being hovered over. Actually, something very interesting is Thor was banned out. So when Thor was available, he wasn't picked.
I believe he was banned out last time.
That's true. It was in the second phase of banning between Avant and the click there. So Thor has not been made available at all today.
Well, Lona has been played more often than Thor.
Yeah. Yeah, what? Okay. Oh, wow. So, Thanatos locked in there for Schizo. Schizo is known for his Thanatos.
Oh, God.
We're going to see some hot death scythes coming out, guys.
I'm excited for that. The only problem with Thanatos, really, is that he falls off a freaking cliff at the end game. Basically, he's just a walk in silence, and he just cleans up people who run away at very low health, unfortunately. So, the aim with Thanatos is to push out the game so quickly that it doesn't even matter how hard he falls off. That's the strategy you have to go for.
Mm-hmm. And it's something Schizo likes to do is he loves Thanatos. Like, Thanatos is his signature jungler, and he's so good with those death scythes, and he's on point with the hovering death rotations too. He's very, very good on it there.
Yes,
and we see the third bans? No third ban coming out from KrakenUp. That was their ban, but I believe it timed out.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh.
There was no third ban. Okay.
Sir, wake up.
Yeah, they opted not to ban. Interesting. Okay, so Olo was the third ban there for Exhilarated.
We've seen him a few times here and there, but he's not really a high priority pick. Shibalonke being a much more devastating pickup. Neith as well is very favored at the moment, just because of how versatile she is and how good she is in the mid game and early game.
So, Scylla Anhur Sylvanas. So already Scylla in the mid lane. Anhur definitely strong too. Scylla is so good late game. She is by far, not by far the strongest, but she's definitely one of the strongest late game. Yes,
we're gonna see a Shibalonke picked up for KrakenUp. Not gonna give that to Ginger, unfortunately. But we might still see some ability with some Krakens on KrakenUp.
So
and Nightfall's gonna go ahead and start KrakenUp here.
Please.
Big Daddy Odin got picked up here. That's gonna possibly go to El Kiro.
Those bird bombs are probably gonna
That's scary, man.
And wow, that's something to notice. Is why they picked it is because there's no dashes. No jumps. The only way out right now is Thanatos ultimate or Athena ultimate. That's the only way out for only way out of the cage from Big Daddy Odin there. Najar, actually the last pickup here for Maxon in the jungle.
The
And
other
we
thing to
saw Rogue
note,
play this. Sorry?
the other thing to note is that Sylvanas, he goes into the middle of that ring, knocks up everyone. On her, he can pull out that obelisk, slow down everyone inside of there. Scylla, free reign.
Yep. With that rush and the I'm a Monster gonna deal so much AoE damage, and off the backside will be on her Desert Fury and auto attack DPS too.
We're actually going to see a tier picked up here, going to Apples over in the solo lane. He does have that jump with the Lawbringer, but that is his ultimate, quite a long cooldown. But he will more than likely pick up Blink here. It is a possibility, so if he's quick on the Blink, yeah, rhymed, he might be able to get out of that cage preemptively.
And the setup coming out of Exhilarated is so good. Like, all 5 of them are great setup and damage carries. Except for Sylvanas, he's not really a damage carry. He's more of a,
No.
I'll set up very well for you. But the rest of them are damage, mainly. Odin, of course, with that passive, giving him 50 physical power at max stacks when a kill goes down in his cage. So that'll come online late game. Hopefully, if they do set up well and Flagel can pull off some sick I'm a Monsters.
Interestingly enough, Odin doesn't necessarily need to get the kill himself. There just needs to be an enemy inside of the ring who dies for him to get that passive stacked up there. So gonna be very good if he manages to pull off some great Ring of Spears.
And we'll see KrakenUp can come back in this game number 2 and extend it to game number 3. And it'll be very interesting to see, guys. We will be right back with Exhilarated versus KrakenUp game number 2. Guys, here we are with game number 2 of Exhilarated and KrakenUp. Oh, it's gonna be hype. I'm hyped.
I'm very excited for this one.
Yeah, will we see KrakenUp extend it to game number 3? I'm pretty excited to find out. So let's do player introductions for the side of KrakenUp. We do have Apples in the solo lane as tier, Skitzer in the jungle as his signature Thanatos, Mr. Digital as Poseidon in the mid lane, taking that away from that scary Flagel last game. And Linky Bill will be our support Athena, followed by our AD carry Kira Hunter.
And on the left side of your spectator UI, find out the blue side, we have Exhilarated, El Kiro on the solo lane as Odin, Maxon picking up Naja into the jungle, Flago in the mid with Scylla, and your duo lane will be Prinzel and Ginger as Sylvanas and On Her.
Oh, Sylvanas and Anher. That is a scary lane. That is a scary early game.
It's hilarious when you see them getting pushed and pulled everywhere. You just zigzag around the lane. At that point, you just give up and just stop moving because you're so disorientated.
It's like nature's grasp into the impale into the wall into death. So That's it's a pretty scary early game, especially with the enfeeble passive from Ginger, almost dealing true damage because of it.
Yeah, so if people aren't too sure what Onher's passive is, basically whenever he hits you with a basic attack, it will lower your protections. And so in Ginger, actually fighting over the purple buff there, Ginger wants that purple buff for himself just because he wants to be a beast, but Prince, he wants that purple buff just because he's Sylvanas, and those AoE auto attacks are going to allow him for a crazy push.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and you see the reverse of last game, Mr. Digital pressuring Flagor, but here comes Maxon on the Nisha.
Yeah, Flagor, now your time has come. Time for revenge.
We will see if Maxon can change that, though. He did rotate very early compared to Schizo. He's staying until level 3 over there in that solo lane. And there he hits at level 3. And now the invade from Maxon and Flagor are going to take those left back camps away from Schizo and Mr.
I
Digital.
really like this because Scylla, you kind of need to carry her a lot more in those early games. Her wave clear being very weak, especially against a Poseidon. So get her a little farm early. Needs a death scythe doing a quarter of his health. That's gonna be that was scary. But
that was a scary amount of damage.
You feed up a Scylla early with those back harpies, you protect her, and then she comes around late game and she wrecks everyone with those armor monsters.
How do you feel about the solo lane? I feel like nothing much is going to be happening except for a bit of wave clear and a little bit of sustain coming out of tier.
Depends if Elkiro bird bombs apples, because Odin can pretty much full clear a wave at level 2. Not even joking. Those bird bombs are no joke, but late game, Elkiro's damage is definitely going to fall off a lot there, whereas apples is going to be a bit more consistent throughout the game.
Yeah, so early game we're just going to see a little bit of a wet noodle fight where no one is going to... Oh, we actually see the cage coming out from Elkiro in a dash. Apple's forced to... He wasn't able to heal there with that power cleave in defensive mode because of that cage being placed down. You're not able to heal. All healing reduced by
over the mid lane. We've got Wheels coming down, and Schizo gets picked up with the arm monster from Flagor, and then he goes ahead, tries to take a swipe at Mr. Digital, saying, "Hey, I'm not out this yet," but he does manage to miss that.
And that's the setup we were talking about in the pick and bans. Is the Najat,
Vampire Wheels is absolutely amazing because it's got a set time of when they fall unless they die early, up in the air. On the right hand side mid camps, we're going to see Maxon having to go at apples there, just kind of poking them out. I'm not too sure who got those mid camps there. Like Bill kind of run away from Prince and Flagor and made back up into the mid lane. Maxon, what are you doing?
It did look like Apples was able to steal it away there based on the graphs there. And now here comes the Shivalanke ult onto Exhilarated. Nothing gonna land. No
man stand there. He's going to softly fearless with the military stash there.
Skits in the ear. Oh. Ginger actually took down Hunter in the back there. Alkira picks up Mr. Digital. That's a fearless down onto Maxon, and Apples will pick that up. Linky Bill taken extremely low, and that's a 2 for 1? 2 for 1, yes.
Yeah, they look like a 2 for 1 right there.
And that was because of that lane. Ginger was able to solo out Kira Hunter there. Well played.
Linky Bill actually gained some great taunts in there. Managed to taunt all 3 people there. And Skissa did get that death scythe onto Maxon, doing a fair chunk of his health, getting him really low just for that setup for Apples.
And this early game, 3-1 for Exhilarated, and that was a great fearless by Apples on towards Maxon to pick up that kill there to return it, but good lead now for Exhilarated.
Yeah, so we're just going to see some normal movements coming out here. So while we wait for that, I want to talk real quick. Mr. Digital says, Soul Stone didn't work last time. I don't really like Vampiric Shroud, so I'm just going to go ahead and rush Warlock Sash. No stunner items coming from him.
Yeah, I noticed that as you were just about to say there, he's no sustain at all, except for a couple pots, but he has none currently. So he's going to start stacking up as quick as possible, but Flagor with that Doom Orb.
Yes, that's going to be very scary, especially if Maxon's able to protect him throughout this early game. He's going to be able to do a lot. The Fearless onto Maxon on the right-hand side does absolutely nothing to Maxon. Apple's going to go down, and where are you going, Skitzer?
Yeah, He'd get taken down there. It's a nice Lawbringer from Apples to jump out of there. That was very, very close, but well played there by Exhilarated to pick up that kill right there and that universe ring toss. When there's two people and they're close together, it'll
Oh,
bounce
it's so
bounce between.
obnoxious.
Oh! And Maxim was able to actually use that Windfire Wheels to jump out. Oh no, and then Nature's Grasp pulled him away from the I'm a Monster, but Prinzel picks up Mr. Digital. Whew. That was...
So in the early game, Prinzel pulled out someone from underneath Max and as he was jumping on his flanking bus, and then he pulls him out of the I'm a Monster.
Yeah.
Prinzel, he needs to communicate a little bit better with his team.
Yeah. It's really funny to see. Oh, hovering death now by Skitz is gonna miss. Ginger is gonna be taken down. The Soul Reap takes him very low. He doesn't have any mana left, and there's the scent of death. He will get away because here comes the cavalry, and Alkiro's here. Bird Bomb not gonna land. Kira Hunter, nice dash away with that Rising Jaguar. Avoids all that damage.
He really needed to get away from that because Alkiro does have his ultimate up. Ring of Spears has a very short cooldown, a base of 60 seconds. Normally, ultimates are on a 90-second cooldown, and he gets them to about 60 seconds if you build full CDR. At full CDR, Odin can get his ultimate off about every 45 seconds. But we're going to see a Go Fury attempt here from Exhilarated. KrakenUp doesn't actually see this one.
Yeah, there's no warp vision. Exhilarated picked that one up and extend their gold lead now to 3.7k gold, and the XP is now 2.9k, and it's looking very good for this early game Exhilarated, considering how late game their mid lane and their mid lane is. The rest of them are all early game, very strong and set up for the late game.
Oh, Naja can be quite scary late game.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely with those crit builds. But I like the use of the Ring of Spears from Alkiro just to wall off any intruders. The Go Fury, Linky Bill playing Athena doesn't typically get blink, so if he keeps on doing that every time, he's gonna have no way to get in.
Oh no, Linky Bill now in the ear of the universe Sikkim actually missed. Linky Bill taken down, and so was Max and Kraken off the backside, and Flagor is taken very low because of it. Ginger forced to use that Disperse to jump away, and now trying to return the damage. Linky Bill did go down actually. Skitzer picks up Flagor with the Death Scythe. Here comes Prinzel with the Blink Nature's Grasp, and they're gonna take down Mr. Digital. Well played there, but here comes Ginger is forced to jump away.
I spawn A, come back looking at Skitzer, just looking back towards Skitzer, just trying to deter him, saying, looking right in the eye, say, come at me. He does have the Empower ready, so he is playing a very risky game. He does have Sylvanas here to help heal him up, but he doesn't have any lifesteal at this moment.
And it's all his was in that Heartseeker, and he has not died yet. He was so close to dying. Now he's at max stacks of Heartseeker. That is such a boost.
He's on 30 stacks there. He's about half.
Is he?
Half,
30.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Threes look like 5s, especially when they're in such small fonts.
Yeah, and with that background of a sword or a dagger.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
With like the white sword, it looks like a dagger.
It looked like max stacks. Yeah. Anyways, Gold Fury picked up by Exhilarated, and that team fight actually went in favor for them, didn't it? 2 for 2.
It was kind of
2 for 2, I think it was.
Yeah, it was even ground, but because they got that Go Fury up, it would go to the way of Exhilarated, just because they didn't lose too much there.
So, we've hit a bit of a standstill now in this game, and I'm looking at the bits currently.
Yeah, there's not really a whole lot really to talk about.
The sash onto apples, nothing going to be found there. Alkira actually jumping on the face of Skitzer actually landed quite a lot of damage on towards him.
I do like the Mystic Males coming out from both solo laners, but it's going to do a lot more work onto Alkiro, just simply because not many people, only apples can get out of those rings successfully, and when you're inside that ring, it's very, very hard to avoid the Mystic Male proc.
Definitely. And all this mid camps, Linky Bill, can he get him? I think he got one there, but will he go down? There's the Wrath of Terra Will he be able to get picked up? Yes, Flagel lands it. Can he get Mr. Digital though? Will he get into position? No, Mr. Digital will get away. That was so close. He was on, let's see, less than 30 HP when it landed there.
I think he was so low that Flagor didn't really expect him to be living, so he just wasn't paying all that much attention. Skizzer going very low here. He's going to have to back off and run around the jungle a bit here.
Oh, he almost found Alkira there, and now he's in a spot of trouble.
The Jukes.
There's the root, but the defender of Olympus is coming through now. He goes aggressive. He's gonna go down. A couple more basic attacks from Prinzel will pick him up. Oh, but nice Death Scythe will heal him there. He can stay in the fight, but now he's opting to back out. There's the Kraken. It's gonna land on Prinzel. It knocks him up and stuns him. He's out of mana. He's got no more mana for the Wisps, and it looks like he's gonna go down. Here comes Alkira though from across the wall. Picks up Mr. Digital. Prinzel is still alive. And there's the Sikkim gonna hold Linky Bill in place. Death Scythe comes through, almost picks up Flagor, but
He's
no.
still around? What the hell? Get out of here.
That was... Oh, Apple's actually picked up Flagor.
Right, taking up Flagor with that Mystic Mail and Fearless. A little quick thing about Thanatos, very important thing to realize, is that when you throw the Death Save, if it connects with something, you will heal for 75% of the damage that you deal, so it's a great sustain. Apple is in a little bit of trouble here in the mid lane, but he's going to go ahead and go underneath the tower.
And when you kill someone with the Death Scythe, you heal for the damage and because of the passive, so you pretty much get your whole HP bar back.
How much is it per Goku? I think it's about 20% of the enemy's maximum health that you heal for.
I'm not too sure.
Of your health, something like that. I know it means it's 10%.
Oh, Mr. Digital, he was in the Windfire Wheels. Alkiro with the Bomb and the Gungnir's Might able to pick him up. And there's the Wrath of Tira. Maxon now under tower. Prinzel actually tanking that up. Alkiro going full ham and cheese. Defender of Olympus coming out. Can the Universe Ring Toss get it? Yes, it can. Skizzer does go down to Maxon. Oh, and Kira Hunter jumps through straight. And Kira Hunter...
Whoops.
Got taken down by the Impale, beautiful Impale there by Ginger. Well played. Or can Apples is there with the Fearless, the taunt onto Ginger. It will be taken under tower. Takes one hit, but deals so much DPS. Unfortunately, doesn't land that Pillar and Impale combo there.
Just Cross also missing, so unfortunately we're not going to see that. But Valkyrie is coming in the background. Bear Bomb's going to go down onto Apples. He does get him into the Ring of Spears. He does not have the Lawbringer to get himself out.
Oh, Flagel goes down to the Mr. Digital. Finally, he feels the pain of what he dished out last game. Ginger picks up Linky Bill. And wow. Oh, Ginger still following Mr. Digital. It looks like he will be able to pick him up. Triple for Ginger.
I would have laughed if he had enough health to survive the Impale, because he actually did clip the wall there. So he would have been stunned out anyway.
Yeah, like, oh, that was...
Very good position from Ginger. We're going to see the Ghost Fury get absolutely melted with that Mystic Mail and the auto attacks coming out from Ginger.
An Exhilarated are on point with everything today. In game number 1 they were too, and in this game Maxon is everywhere. Alkira is off to the backside, jumping on the faces of the carries, putting down that cage and dealing so much damage with that Mystical Mail and Gungnir's Might. And Maxon and Apple's just facing off against each other, and Maxon Fearless into the team. Oh, Death Scythe will land, but he's got that speed buff. He can get away, and there's the Universe Ring Toss slowing down and speeding himself up. Sikkim does land. There was actually quite a lot of damage for just the Sikkim. What is he maxed out? Oh, he's actually level 13, so he's got his 1 and 2 maxed out, and his passive, that is called Quick Learner, will add additional effects to abilities at max level. So Sikkim will spread to the 2 enemy closest to the target hit, and Sikkim will slow anyone standing on it, and when it's detonated will also apply a slow.
Quick Learner also gives Scylla plus 20 magical protection for every ability that is maxed out. So the further up she gets, the more power she gets, just innately for free. One thing I want to point out, El Kiro is doing all that with 2 items. He's only just picked up the mace last time he backed, but he's going absolutely ham with his Big Daddy Odin.
Yeah, he's going ham and cheese. And there, goes down Schizo in the ring. That's 10 more power for Alkiro. I wish you could see how much he was on, but unfortunately spectators does not allow us. He's on 7-0 right now, but I'd like to see the passive stacks there on his ultimate. And now Fire Giant started off for Exhilarated. Ooh.
They don't have vision of this. This could go very much free to Exhilarated. But Apples might hear them out here. He is closer. He's going to spot this out here.
Prince will take it so
Olympus is down, so Linky Bill needs to walk over here, gets here as fast as he can, but Prinzo actually goes down.
When Apples now in a spot trouble, so is Maxon. There's two here. Can Apples find him? There's Skitzer up in the air, but he's over on the left lane. Ginger takes down Kira Hunter, but will Skitzer find Ginger? Look how low he is. He's fighting him out. Skitzer finds it, and back here in the solo, unfortunately, they weren't able to find the kill onto Maxon or Alkiro.
They could have tried for Fire Giant there if they had more people around just to do damage. Alkiro gonna go ahead and teleport in here to that wall just above the mid camps. Mr. Digital taking down this tower very low. We're gonna disengage here now that Maxon and Flake have come. Great catch from Alkiro.
Oh, beautiful Kraken too, able to stun him out. Will he live? He's so far away so quickly with that passive. There's this crush though. Flago will pick that one up. Skitzer beats out the sash coming from Maxon. And Alkira's still going ham. Linky Bill in a spot of trouble. Blink from Prinzel into Wrath of Terror knocks up 3. Linky Bill does go down to Prinzel there with the Wisps. Actually no, I think it was the Burning Growth.
Terror, I think.
Was it? Okay.
I'm not too sure. I know you used the Rough Tower and the Wisps and the Fern Grove, so there's a lot of things that could have killed him here. But they're going to go ahead and reattempt this Fire Giant. The Hog 3 is still up, and they've also got the Hog 3 from Alkiro, so even more protection in case someone dies.
And last time they didn't have it with him because Ginger was split pushing over there in the duo lane, and unfortunately, well, he did trade 1 for 1. So that was pretty good. The Kira Hunter coming in with the Defender of Olympus. Linky Bill lands down, and the Windfire Wheels does land. Skitzer on the backline finds Alkira, Flago. Flago does go down to the Fire Giant, but the kill was given over to Skitzer, and now it is a 2-for-2 currently. And Ginger on Apples, will he find him? Oh, Exhilarated do pick up the Fire Giant there. Ginger does find Apples. Desert Fury did go down too, and Prinzel now left to fight Mr. Digital, but there was the Sash and Ginger with the mad crits dealing 800 damage in one hit. That was crazy. Or was it Maxon? I think it was.
It might have been
not too sure. Yeah.
I'm not too sure. Maxon is 10, 1, and 4. So he is very crazy high. Actually, no, it couldn't have been Ginger because he doesn't have any crit items at the moment.
Yeah, so it was Maxon because Maxon's 2, that is Flaming Spear, gives 15% crit rate, and I saw 800 crit, and I went, okay, that was a crazy amount of damage, but a Deicide, and that was very good there.
Yeah,
Ginger with the triple
Kira
kill
Hunter actually coming in a bit too early. Kira Hunter shouldn't have just rushed in with that Defender of Olympus on top of him. He should have just waited in position and waited for that still, because they are quite far behind. If we go ahead and take a look at our graphs up this Gold Fury, we can see that Exhilarated are 18,000 XP up, 12.3k gold up. So they're definitely quite far ahead, and no one is level 20 just yet, so all that XP is completely valid.
And, Ginger is going ham and cheese, but still blinks in with the Wrath of Terror. Kira Hunter going very low. Will he get picked off by the Wisps? No, he's on less than 40 HP there when he gets out, and Linky Bill now getting aggressed on. Does he have the preemptive strike to get out of range of the Nature's Grasp? 9 seconds actually on the cooldown, so yes, he will have it. There we
Mr.
go.
Digital again at a very low level. He is 1 and 9. His Kraken did maybe an 1/8 of Ginger's health, and he did manage to hit him right in the center of that Kraken, dealing the most possible damage. So he's kind of fallen off now. He really needs to get back onto that farm, but it's so hard to farm up when your base is getting assaulted.
And everyone is 3k gold ahead of their opponents in each role, except for the solo lane, who is 2k gold behind. And that's so strong. Prinzel goes under tower, there's the cage. And Flago is in I'm a Monster, hits Apples, doesn't kill him though. And Ginger picks up Apples there. Skitzer now jumping on towards Flago, lands the Death Scythe, but now he's in a 3v1 situation. Mr. Digital actually picks up Ginger. Ginger going a little bit too ham and cheese there. And does get picked off. Now without the 80 carry, they're going to have much less DPS, but they still have Maxton. That was one sash and one basic attack, and it took him down to 50% HP. Skitzer forced out there by the bird bombs from Alkiro, and Prince in a spot of trouble now. He's standing on a whirlpool. There's a Kraken. Maxton taken very, very low. He will go down eventually. No, he's still alive. Oh my god, he's sustained so far and for so long in that fight. I'm losing my mind.
It's pretty crazy here. Alkira gonna go down to the Lawbringer, very on the very edge of that, very clutch. Flago's gonna have to run away because there is a blink ready from Apples, and there's also Skitzer coming in. He does have the hover in depth if he wants to go for this, and he could very much go for it. But there's the here comes the hovering depth with the Scent of Death to give him even more movement speed while he's up there. Oh, he gets out of there before that crush detonates though.
That was so close, Skitzer. That was a good attempt there by Flagle, but unfortunately his Aegis was mistimed there, or well timed there by Skitzer, whichever was the case. So
yeah, we also saw a surrender vote coming up here, although no decision has been made here just yet.
I think I'd like to see the Titan get taken down. If this was a surrender vote,
yeah,
I want the hype. I want the hype. Oh, teleport from Alkira in the backline by the red buff here. He's gonna have to pick up those back camp and minions. Mr. Digital to back out. Oh, and a little bit of mispositioning by Kira Hunter. They're gonna rotate. Ginger's there with Alkiro. Charges up the bomb. There's the ultimate out of Kira Hunter, and that's the ultimate from Alkiro. Gonna find the kill for Ginger. Can he get him? No. He used the
Ginger's crazy. He's so aggressive.
Desert Fury.
Yeah.
If he didn't use Desert Fury, then he might have got a lucky crit and been able to pick him up there. So.
But yeah, Ginger is absolutely aggressive all the time. I've always thought of him as like the Australian version of Zapman. He just always he goes ham on everything, and somehow he manages to get kills on it. He's nuts.
Yeah.
I see a Fire Giant started up there from Exhilarated. No Fire Giant has Fire Giant has been taken through this game once by Exhilarated. Let's see if they can get two here.
When Linky Bill dives in, will he be able to get it? He does get it. He stole the Fire Giant, and now Flago picks up a kill. Actually, double kill with the I'm a Monster. Triple kill for Flagor. Picks up Skitzer on the last one, and that is an almost deicide. Other than Kira Hunter got picked off before the fight even started, so that is a unofficial deicide there for KrakenUp.
He hogged too soon. He didn't hog while the Fire Giant was in Threshold. When you see the Fire Giant's health, as well as the Go Fury's health, and the health blast turns yellow, that's when it's an execute point, and that's when the Hog 3 can take him down. The Prince are going a bit too early, because when there's two Guardians on either team standing right next to an objective, and it's such mind games, it's such high tension. It's
definitely
nerve-wracking, but unfortunately, the Fire Giant is going to go absolutely to waste here to KrakenUp, but Saving Grace, Exhilarated don't have it.
Yeah, that's what comes out of it, is they took it away from Exhilarated.
They just denied it, yeah.
Yeah, because if they were able to pick it up there, then the game would be over by now already. Maxon, nice lucky recall. So close to Linky Bill using that reach to stop him. But he didn't see him there, I don't think. He was right in the corner of the vision. And Ginger now, what will he do against Skitzer? It's a 3v1. I don't think he should do it. It uses the shifting sands to slow them down and walk away.
Ah, come on, fight him. Do it, Ginger. Do it.
If anyone in OCE was gonna do it, it would be Ginger.
Yeah, it would be. Like I said, he's like the Australian version of the Zapman. He's going to go ahead and solo the Fury here. He's going to use the obelisk to stop any incoming damage from Kira Hunter. And he's still sticking around here. Prinzo comes up with a good block of terror. Hitting 3 people. Max are coming in with that Armorial Sash, locking down.
Flago! Oh, he misses the Armor Monster. That was a nice preemptive strike by Linky Bill, and Skitzer uses that Hovering Death to get out. Nice sash by Max, and gonna find Linky Bill. Will he find it? Yes, he will. Off the backside there, he will pick him up. Alkira used the
Ring of Spears.
That's the one. The Ring of Spears to lock.
He actually managed to capture one because it looked like he was in there by himself.
Yeah, oh, Apple's taken very low with DPS from Ginger. Ginger now focusing all the damage, all of Exhilarated looking to take down this Phoenix. Nice Kraken, not gonna find Maxon though. He will go down to the Phoenix. No, he's so low. Everyone's getting so low today, but they're living. And Alkiro picks up Mr. Digital. Oh wow.
Can I just say something real quick before this match ends?
Sure.
I love that Prinzo picked up the Lotus Crown, because here's the thing.
Yes.
Wisps actually give you protections up to 25 protections for 5 seconds while you're being healed. The Lotus Crown gives 20 protections to each, as well as 70
Ring of
and
Spears
Hardwood.
found no one. Oh, and then Prinzel just isolates himself so he doesn't, so they don't switch targets. But that's a nice pickup there for Kara Hunter. That's another extra passive stack added for him.
He must be at max stacks by now.
He's only at 2, unfortunately.
Is he?
Yeah. 2 passive stacks for Shibalonke 26 minutes into the game.
Oh, Ginger. I thought
Oh,
you
no,
were saying, not Ginger, sorry, Kira Honda. I thought you were talking about the stacks from Alkiro.
Oh, no. Unfortunately, he missed the lockdown there for the enemy.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah. But nice pickup there for Kraken.
Blinking in here, not blinking in, sorry, teleporting in here. He's just constantly in the face of KrakenUp. He's even underneath the Phoenix, but doesn't even care. Linky going down to Maxon very quickly there. And he's standing inside of the whirlpool. Hovering Death could pick him up here. He is hovering down, and he does pick him up with that execute.
Nice pickup there for Skitzer, but he's going to go down to Ginger's Desert Fury. Mr. Digital picks up Maxon off the backside. Will Ginger find Kira Hunter? That's a nice fearless. And will he get him? The last basic attack doesn't hit, and he's so low, but Kira Hunter does get out. I'm a Monster does come out and lands onto Apples, but it won't deal amazing amounts of damage. That is because he is very, very tanky with that Stone of Gaia and the defensive stance passive protections.
Good play from Flago as well, chasing down Mr. Digital. He did get hit by the Kraken, but the Aegis Pendant keeps him nice and healthy and picks him up in the backline with a crush.
And both 80 carries were taken down below 50 HP in that fight, and they got away. That was absolutely insane. Today has just been a wonder of plays, hot plays,
it's
hot
28 minutes
snipes.
in. It's 41 to 18. This is absolutely crazy.
Mm-hmm. 41 to 18. That's 59
I feel
kills.
like I'm on Oprah. Kills for you. Kills for you. Everyone gets a kill. Yay!
Check under your seats for kills.
Except for Linky Bill, who has 1.
That's 1 more than 0.
Yeah, so he got a kill. Yay.
Yeah, he got 1. There's the defender of
Another 5 giant attempt. Yeah, nice 5 giant attempt coming out here, but they're going to go ahead and crash onto KrakenUp here.
Oh, nice and pay on the Linky Bill. And he used his dash too. Flago picks that one up with the crush, and that's 1 hog 3 down. But there's still...
There's 3 hog 3s. There's 1 from Apples and Skitzer. Very crazy. A lot of hog 3s there.
Max is going ham right now. Trying to zone out Apples while the rest of Exhilarated do it, and they do pick it up there. That's the Windfire wheels onto, I'm not too sure, I didn't see it. That was Kira Hunter. Can he get him? Oh yes he can! With the Universe Ring Toss. Oh my god. That was amazing.
When another shot throws that Universe Ring Toss, you just want to shout to your team, get the hell away from me.
Yeah.
Because that Ring Toss will bounce as far as you think it would, and then further.
Yeah, it bounces 7 times, max rank. 7 times.
That's crazy.
That is a lot of... And between minions as well. That is...
Yeah.
It's
And
just crazy.
every time it hits something, that target will get slowed. But every time it gets hit, and Naja actually gains movement speed for every time it hits something. So he gets crazy fast.
Oh, and the Kraken down, it's not gonna land. The cage went down as well, but they weren't able to find anything. Alkiro picks up Skitzer. The Desert Fury came through and was able to help. Ginger, is he tanking the Titan? He is.
He
What
is.
he doing? 80 carry.
Crazy, man. He's gonna live as well.
He lived. What is happening today with people living? Maxon on the backside behind the Titan uses the Windfire wheels and picks up Mr. Digital, but that will be the game. Exhilarated 45 to 18, 30 minutes into the match today. Oh my god. Just the aggression.
Crazy.
The aggression coming out of everyone. I've casted every single game today and it's been so difficult keeping up in the play.
You need a cup of tea, man.
I need a cup of tea and a lie down and think about life. And how to get out on minimal HP like that of Ginger and pretty much everyone else who was on the winning team for every game today. Everyone was on such low HP, and right at the end there, Kira Hunter actually got out one time, but then right at the end, at the very end, Maxon was able to pick him up with the Universe Ring Toss. Oh, wow.
So that's going to be it for today, guys. Unfortunately, we're not going to see a game number 3, but that is Exhilarated versus KrakenUp going 2-0 to the favor of Exhilarated.
All of this week has been 2-0 in the favor of whoever won the first match. Whoever won was 2-0. There was no 3 matches. All of the Invitational League so far has been 2-0s except for one match.
Hopefully we start seeing a lot more 3 matches, because those are really the nice ones to cast. A lot of comebacks, a lot of defending and all that.
So guys, thank you very much for joining us today. I have been Nightfall. Joining me today was Husey for the first 2 matches, and now it is Timmy.
You said
for these. I said Husey for the first 2 matches. See what I did there? But now it's Timmy for these last 2 matches.
You didn't do that again.
I fixed it. Guys, thank you very much for joining us. Join us next time for the Cybergamer Invitational League. We will see you guys later.